Hollywood sweethearts Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis first met on the set of That 70s Show when the actress was just 14.
My parents are going to be out late tonight, and we have to study.
Study? Oh, what a jip. I'm going to the club.
There was nothing romantic about these two back then. It took them years of troublesome personal experience to start dating. Spoiler alert, both initially thought it was a huge mistake. Before we tell you the story of Mila and Ashton growing up, the story of Mila's painful breakup with Macaulay Culkin, oh yeah, you heard it right, and finally the story of an expected friendship and unexpected love. Subscribe to Rumour Juice. We promise you won't regret it.
Michael, this is going to be the most magical night of our lives.
First of all, Kunis was not even supposed to be on That 70s Show, as the casting director required actors to be 18 years old. When asked about her age, the 14-year-old told them what she calls herself a filthy lie, saying she was turning 18. By the time the truth came out, it was too late. The producers were absolutely in love with the girl, whom they considered to be the best fit for the role. Ashton Kutcher, who was playing Mila's boyfriend, didn't have any romantic feelings towards his on-screen girlfriend, but he actually felt like her older brother, always looking out for Mila.
No person should go through puberty on national television, and that was me.
Then watch it.
And then watch it, back for the world to see.
Speaking on the Howard Stern Show in 2017, the actor said, "I think I was her first kiss, like on the show. It was really weird. I was like, isn't this illegal? It was really awkward. She was 14. She was like my little sister." And Mila said in 2001 what that kiss meant for her when she spoke to people. "I was like, oh, he's so cute, it's the Calvin Klein model. Then I was like, I have to kiss him?" I was so nervous and uncomfortable. I had the biggest crush on him. However, the two were just close friends, and already in 2002, Kunis started dating Home Alone star Macaulay Culkin. In one of her interviews, she described Culkin as her steady rock. The two were growing up together and turned to each other for emotional support. This sounds like a good basis for a stable relationship, which actually lasted for 8 long years. Mila, who is literally notorious for trying to keep a relationship as low-key as possible, confessed later that Culkin's enormous fame that he had enjoyed for years before they started dating put a significant amount of strain on their relationship and made it difficult to keep it private. They split in 2011, which was quite a surprise for those who were actually betting on marriage. The breakup was characterized as amicable, and no official reason or scandal was associated with it. It was only years later that the actress disclosed the truth. The romance ended badly, and she blames herself for it. Kunis told Dax Shepard on his podcast Armchair Expert, "It's f***ed up what I did, and it's f***ed up how I did it. When I got to be single, I said, I just need to figure myself out. I genuinely need to know why I did what I did, and like regroup myself as a human being."
F***ed up, aren't you?
Their split reportedly took a heavy toll on Macaulay, who started looking way worse, with rumors going that he was battling drug addiction.
And I'm really sorry, man. I did not mean to upset you.
The actor's representative, however, denied those rumors. As for Kutcher, after 7 seasons on That 70s Show, he didn't renew his contract and left the series in 2005.
I want to break up.
Wait, break up?
The same year, 27-year-old Kutcher married Demi Moore, who was 16 years his senior.
There's so much of these so-called celebrity magazines that focus on our age difference, and I don't get it, because all that I focus on is that she is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Their union lasted until November 2011, when Moore announced their separation. The news came just over a month after a woman claimed she had an affair with Kutcher. In her recent tell-all memoir, Moore made quite a number of damning claims about her ex-husband, like him initiating threesomes, cheating on her, and making her feel insecure. Reacting to the whole development, Kutcher tweeted in September 2019, "I was about to push the button on a really snarky tweet. Then I saw my son, daughter, and wife, and I deleted it." So let us get back to the year 2012. Both Mila and Ashton have just come out of long-term relationships and unexpectedly reunited at the 69th Golden Globe Awards. The actress recalled the very first moment she saw her former co-star from the back. "I was literally like, oh, he's kinda hot, and then he turned around and I was like, oh my god, it's Kutch. I thought it was the weirdest thing that I was checking this guy out, and it was someone that I had known forever." Then Ashton invited Mila to the party, where they finally had their first off-screen kiss. The funny thing? Initially, Kutcher wanted to set her up with one of his friends at the house party, but then the two ended up kissing. Kunis recalls, "So then we end up having lots of talks about how this is a huge mistake, and how he needs to go and be single, and I need to go and be single." Obviously, neither of them expected it to get that serious. At the time, both were involved in filming of the movies that very much resembled their situation. For Kunis, it was friends with benefits, and for Ashton, no strings attached. According to the actress, quote, "We lived our movies out. 3 months later, Kunis realized it was not just a fun time for her. She recalls, "I was like, you know what? I actually care about you. I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm just gonna walk away before it becomes too much." And he was like, "Got it." And the next day he showed up to my house and he was like, "Move in with me." And I said, "Okay." In 3 years they got married and now they're parents to 2 beautiful kids. Well, truly, what a movie.